Robbins, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Robbins here. I read you.
Getting anything juicy for your first article?
I'm not writing my article right now, Commander Lowe.
Have you looked up at the Earth yet, Robbins?
Oh, is that big blue thing the Earth?
What do you think of our archaeologist, Brink?
I'm very impressed with his experience. He headed the U.S. Geological Survey team that mapped the surface of Venus.
He'll be taking a close look at the asteroid to make certain the detonation points they've chosen are suitable. See that big tool chest? We call it the Pig.
I've logged 100 hours working with every tool in the Pig, Commander Lowe.
Low out.
It's the Pig. Payload Specialist Miles needs to use the remote arm to release it.
Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here.
What do you think of our star reporter?
Very unorthodox, bringing a reporter on a space mission. But she is very capable, and she writes interesting stories.
Are you getting a good look at the asteroid, Brink?
I have hardly looked at anything else, Commander.
Happy to set foot on a new world, Brink?
Attila is a very old world, Commander. It is merely new to us.
Everything okay with the Pig?
Everything's fine as far as I can see, Commander. Miles can tell you more than I can.
Low out. Load a payload, over.
Yeah, Boston. I'm on you.
You wish.
In your dreams.
Ready for the deployment of the free fall tool chest.
Is the crew clear of the area?
Crew is clear. Proceed. Everything fine with the Pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Load a landing team. I'm taking the Pig down to the surface. Follow me.
You be good to my baby, Boston. You hear me?
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much. Blow out.
The Zero-G digger is a bit indelicate to use with explosives. It won't accomplish anything. I can't use these two things together.
Robbins, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Robbins here. I read you.
Kind of strange thinking of nuclear explosives as precision instruments, isn't it?
I think it's a nice change, compared to thinking of them as weapons.
Oh, I see. That's your story angle. Nukes to save the world instead of destroy it.
That's way too long to be the headline, Commander. More likely it'll be Nukes Save World. Or maybe Nukes Blast Attila off course.
I thought it would be space aliens plot to abduct astronauts, destroy Earth with giant rock.
Apparently, my career is amusing to you, Commander,
Why is it I can tease everybody on this crew except you?
because they know you like them, Commander.
I like you, Robbins.
No, you don't.
This is all pretty dull so far, Robbins. I hope you can find something interesting for your lead.
Commander Lowe, am I doing something wrong?
No, I'm just trying to be friendly.
And I'm trying to be a good crew member. Can't you forget for even 1 second that I'm a reporter?
Low out.
Looks like the pig is in place to monitor the explosions. I can't use these two things together.
Please be sure to put that in the right location.
It won't do anything. NASA simulators are easier. It's not my fault. The buttons were sticky. I can pilot a shuttle better.
Load a payload, over.
Miles here.
How are we looking, Cora?
Taking a grand tour before you get to the target site, Boston?
How's the pig?
Just fine, Boston, but still a little stuffed.
How's the congressional campaign going without you?
Well, my opponent is demanding equal time in space.
With or without a suit?
Just don't screw up the mission, Boston, and I'll be in Congress next January.
Low out. Borden, this is Low. Do you read?
I'm here, boss.
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken.
Plant Alpha charge in Quadrant 2. Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
How's our little piggy?
Ugly as ever, but Cora might have a different opinion.
Are we in position, Ken?
Attila's given us less gravity than I expected, but the attitude jets are compensating.
Reading a good book while we're working hard?
Watch it, boss. I could live without you.
Yeah, but you'd miss me, Ken. Low out.
Cockpit out.
The ground's too rough to attach the charge.
Let's
Let's see if we can clear up old Attila's complexion. Nice and smooth now. Shuttle, this is Low. We're placing the explosive in Quadrant 2.
Acknowledged.
Could you give me a hand with this, Brink?
I'll be right there, Commander Lowe.
Excellent work, Brink. Ken, the charge is set.
Instruments confirmed. Hey, I'm just so proud of you boys.
Load aboard and do you copy?
I'm here, boss.
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken.
Plant beta charge in Quadrant 3. Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
Low out.
Cockpit out.
Guess what, boys and girls? Using the zero-G digger on this boulder is gonna work just as well as trying to move a sand dune with a teaspoon. We better think of something else.
Better find out what Mission Control suggests.
Mission Control? I'm not calling Houston until I'm sure there's nothing we can do. Just think for a minute. There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke. There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke. Load aboard and do you copy?
I read you, Low. What is it?
You're saying Attila is less massive than we expected.
Hey, maybe Attila's nothing but a big old bubble. How do we know what's inside an asteroid?
Hey, Ken, how come nobody noticed there was a boulder right on the target site?
So, pick it up and move it. Boulders are lighter in low G.
It's still attached to the surface, Ken.
That's why you get the big bucks, boss.
Low out.
Cockpit out.
Brink. Come in, Brink.
I read you, Lowe. What is it?
The explosive charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Brink?
Alpha charge and beta charge are both doing fine, Commander.
Have you noticed anything unusual?
No one has ever been this close to an asteroid before, Commander. I cannot possibly know what is usual or unusual.
Low out. There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke. I'm not gonna wear out the zero-G digger trying to cut through this much rock. Robbins. Come in, Robbins.
Robin's here. I read you.
Let's blow up a planetoid together sometime, Robbins.
Oh, you think of the most romantic ideas.
You're kidding. That's the first time I've teased you and you didn't bite my head off.
That was the first time you didn't make fun of my profession.
Just want to make sure you're having a wonderful time, Robbins.
I'm very, very happy, Commander Lowe.
Low out. Cora, Ken, I'm jamming the shovel in under the boulder, then using maximum down thrust to pry it up. Does that sound workable?
Well, I'm a little short on data about the tensile strength of shovel handles in 0G under maximum thrust conditions. In other words, who knows? It might work.
Boss, be careful. If the handle breaks, maximum down thrust will smash you right into Attila. You know the saying, whether the stone hits the glass or the glass hits the stone, it ain't gonna hurt the stone.
Thanks for the encouragement, Ken. Frank, if this actually works, the boulder's going to come flying straight at you. Better fly clear.
Thanks for the warning.
Looks like it worked.
Now, aren't you glad I made sure the tool chest had a shovel in it? My rule is, if you can pick it up, take it with you, because you never know when you might need it.
I have the same rule, Cora, but I thought it only applied to women in bars. If you can pick her up...
Careful, Ken. You don't want to find yourself getting quoted as a sexist pig in Maggie's article. I'm not here to spy on you.
Lighten up, Robbins. They're just teasing you. If they thought you were really a spy, they'd never talk freely on the open frequency. No need. The target's ready for the explosive charge. Shuttle, this is low. Now placing the explosive on the face of the asteroid in Quadrant 3.
Acknowledged.
I need another hand here, Brink.
Of course, Commander.
Load aboard and do you copy?
How do you think I passed my NASA exams?
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken.
Arm the firecrackers and let's go.
Low out.
Cockpit out.
Look at the pretty red light, boys and girls. I'd say this charge is armed. This asteroid has a pair of landing lights now, kids. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Who writes your material, Commander?
I get it all out of the newspapers, Robbins. Load aboard and do you copy?
This is Borden.
Both nukes are in place and armed. We made pretty good time, I think.
Come on back home and we'll celebrate with a banquet of food in the tube.
Are we in position, Ken?
Attila's given us less gravity than I expected, but the attitude jets are compensating.
You know what's pathetic about you, Ken? All this mission means to you is that you'll have a new line you can use to pick up women. Hey, babe, want a drink with a guy who saved the world?
This mission means a lot more than that.
Really?
Yeah, this mission means there'll still be women to pick up.
Low out.
Cockpit out.
Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
I read you, Lo. What is it?
All this way just to lay down 2 little nukes on a big rock.
Another example of big government wasting vast sums of money on silly projects like saving the world. Come on back.
How's the congressional campaign going without you?
Well, my opponent is demanding equal time in space.
With or without a suit?
Just don't screw up the mission, Boston, and I'll be in Congress next January.
Low out. Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here. I read you.
Well, Brink, how did you like your first walk in space?
Much less strenuous than collecting rock samples on Earth. Almost relaxing.
Have any theories about what a couple of nukes will do to a rock this size?
The low gravity of this asteroid suggests it is either hollow or porous. If it is hollow, the explosions may cause the asteroid to break into fragments of unpredictable orbit. But I consider this a very low probability. Most likely, the asteroid is porous, in which case it will absorb the shock like a sponge. There will be cracks and fissures, but the asteroid will hold together, and Attila will move into a more or less stable Earth orbit.
Is the pig properly secured to the surface?
Yes, Commander. The sensors are all active and it's ready to monitor the explosions.
If the radioactivity is at safe levels, you'll have a chance to explore the surface afterward.
That's what I'm here for, Commander Lowe. To be the first to explore and report on the geology of a new moon.
They couldn't have chosen a better man.
I was the appropriate choice, yes. That's why I was willing to interrupt my work in order to take part in this expedition.
Low out. Let's head back to the shuttle and watch Attila do the old fire dance. Borden, this is Lowe. Do you read?
This is Borden.
You think the ship will withstand the explosion?
Oh, we'll be at a safe distance unless a big old rock decides to fly exactly our way.
And what then?
We'll never know what hit us.
Both nukes are in place and we made pretty good time, I think.
Looks, come on back inside.
Confirm everybody inside.
All in, Cora.
All clear payload.
All clear, landing team.
All clear, shuttle.
Confirm doors closed.
Doors closed.
Explosives armed. Houston gives us the go-ahead. Say when, boss.
Do it. Now let's see, is it the big green triangle or the little red circle?
Shut up and push, Ken. My baby's getting impatient.
Here we go. We have detonation, Alpha and Beta.
What are the instruments showing?
Nothing big coming our way.
What's the pig telling us, Cora?
Attila's still in one piece. There's a lot of seismic bounce, some fracturing. We're stable again. Radioactivity in Quadrant 1 is well within the safe range.
What does Houston say, Ken?
Everything's go for a surface walk at your option.
Then let's go, landing team. Let's see what Attila looks like after plastic surgery.
Be careful, kids. Attila is more dangerous now than before we tamed him.
Those were certainly profound first words to speak on Earth's new moon.
I'm not making speeches, Robbins. I'm concerned about keeping everybody alive.
Commander, I can collect rock samples later. Right now, I would like to get below the surface down into that tunnel.
We're gonna do it eventually. We might as well do it now. You agree, Robbins?
I'm game for it.
I've called the pig. We'll send it on ahead to light the way.
Remember, any rock may be loose, and any wall may collapse at any time.
Please be careful, everyone. Cora, send down the pig, please. We'll need the light. You see anything unusual, Brink?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosion.
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel... old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know yet. It just feels unnatural. There are some odd projections near the bottom of this tunnel that don't seem to belong here.
I think you're right, Brink. The stone projection isn't natural.
Yes, but what is it doing here?
There's no way to get leverage with this thing.
I may be criticized for it later, but I'm gonna dig out one of these odd projections.
It's your decision, Commander.
Look at this, Brink. This can't be natural.
Definitely not. A metal plate. Definitely an artifact.
An artifact? But who could have put something like this in a tunnel?
Yes, I think it's clear. Wherever Attila came from, there was someone there.
Could this be part of some kind of message? Like the one NASA put in Voyager?
If it's a message, I don't understand it.
Whatever it is, we've got to tell Houston immediately.
Negative, Robbins. I'm clamping down total security as of this moment.
You've got to be kidding.
You've been telling me all along you just want to be an ordinary member of the mission. I've had secret orders all along to look for any sign of alien presence on this rock. And now that we've found it, my instructions are clear. What I want to hear from both of you right now is, I understand, Commander Lowe.
I understand and agree, Commander Lowe. There is nothing to be gained from a premature announcement.
Robbins.
I understand, Commander Lowe.
Ken, Lowe here.
I read you, boss.
Tell Houston that I said Attila's a real Hun.
What? Is that some kind of joke?
Just tell them, Gordon. You'll receive new communication protocols immediately afterward.
Oh, cool. This is like a secret code.
Just think, Cora. You're the only one in Congress who knows anything about this.
Houston says the message is received and they're transmitting new codes.
We're getting back to work down here, Ken. Lowe out. I'm giving this baby a little push.
If that doesn't work, Commander, give it a big push.
The plate just dropped down, inside something.
The plate is gone?
It's a small, dark opening. It's a small, dark opening.
Brink, I wish I knew what these odd projections are.
I've taken pictures of them for analysis.
It's another metal plate.
I wish there was some sort of inscription.
I'm going to push another one.
I wish we could be pretty sure we weren't destroying whatever message they meant us to receive.
It seems to me that if they didn't mean us to push these metal plates, we wouldn't be able to push them.
Well, here goes nothing.
We're with you, Commander. So, the asteroid is hollow.
Time to update Houston. Load a shuttle. Static. Must be all this rock.
We're cut off. Should we go back outside and call them?
Nah, they can sit tight for a few more minutes while we poke around.
These plates probably fit together, but how? These plates probably fit together, but how? These plates probably fit together, but how? A small vent leading back to the outer chamber. It's the pig. A small vent leading back to the outer chamber. A small vent leading back to the outer chamber.
We're 3 for 3 here, folks.
I've heard of putting a message in a bottle, but never in a big rock.
What's happening?
I feel like someone turned me inside out twice.
It's a little difficult to move now.
That's because we've got gravity. Planet-type gravity. We're not inside the asteroid anymore. And the pressure is equalized. There's an atmosphere.
Can we breathe it?
Our suits are checking that automatically. Here we are. Yes, it's at least as breathable as the air in LA. Of course, there's always the danger of airborne infectious agents.
I don't think so. Alien microbes should be no threat to us. They have not evolved to make use of our cell structures.
The oxygen in our suits won't last long anyway. I say we take them off and save the remaining oxygen for the return trip.
If there is a return trip.
The air tastes good.
Surprise, surprise. Attila was a spaceship all along.
A starship, faster than light. We're not in our own solar system. No planet but Earth has an atmosphere like this, and this ain't Earth.
After so many years of bad TV shows and crackpots with phony pictures, here is the real proof. There is alien life.
Load a cockpit, over. Load a payload, over. Yeah, I'd say we're out of range. Way out of range.
I don't see any aliens coming to greet us.
For all we know, it might have been 1,000,000 years since these people sent out Attila, and they long since died out.
I don't know about you, but I didn't pack a lunch.
Or a can of pop.
Well, we might as well look around and learn what we can about this place. We might be here a while.